Did you know that restaurants will never see up to 70% of first-time customers ever come back after their first visit? That's right. The vast majority of people who try your restaurant once never come back. Think about that harsh reality. For every 10 new faces you see walk through your restaurant doors, you can hope to possibly see 3 of them again. And that's assuming you're doing everything right. But what if I told you that by adding a little Vegas luck, restaurant owners can boost your customer retention by 26% and increase your customer's average check size? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact Vegas-inspired strategy that can transform a struggling restaurant into a thriving business, and why most owners wish they discovered it years ago. What if I told you that often the difference between a struggling restaurant and a thriving one, bustling with diners and orders, isn't about the food, service, or even the location? Growing a successful business is usually about something much simpler, but overlooked far too often. Here's the harsh truth. Today's restaurant landscape is absolutely brutal. Food costs have skyrocketed 30% in the last 2 years alone. Labor expenses are up practically everywhere. And customers, they have more dining options than ever before. From ghost kitchens and meal kits to grocery store prepared foods competing for their dollars. The math just doesn't work for most places if you're just focused on working in the business. Here's the thing, many restaurant owners are caught in an expensive hamster wheel that they have no idea how to get out of. You're often pouring thousands into ads, promotions like Yelp and delivery apps that cut deeply into your margins, and discount sites trying to attract new customers. But what happens? These new customers come in once, maybe twice, and then disappear. Industry data shows the average restaurant never sees up to 70% of new customers after their first visit. Another way to put it, for every 10 people that ever set foot in your restaurant, if you're doing everything right, you'll hopefully see come back sometime in the future. That's a leaky bucket that no amount of marketing can fill. The truth is that many restaurant owners are focusing entirely on the wrong metrics, but that's not entirely their fault. It's what they see all the coaches and gurus talking about online. Get new customers, get new customers. This creates an obsession over new customer counts when they should be tracking and trying to optimize average order value and customer lifetime value. A regular who comes in twice a month for a year is worth 5 to 10 times more than a one-time visitor. Yet most restaurants have no system or have done any kind of planning to create these regulars. Technology has created new challenges too. As we touched on before, third-party delivery apps often take up to like 30% of order value. Review sites create constant pressure, but there's an opportunity hidden here. The ability to collect customer data and create personalized experiences at scale. The most fascinating research comes from, and what may actually be the key to making all of this easier to put together, behavioral psychology. Studies show uncertain rewards create stronger emotional connections than predictable ones. When customers don't know exactly what they'll get, their brains release more dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, creating a more memorable experience. This is why casinos use games of chance instead of just giving away comps. The anticipation and surprise are addictive. This Vegas principle works just as effectively in restaurants. When customers spin a wheel for a reward, that moment of anticipation creates a stronger emotional memory than a standard discount. A coffee restaurant found their spin to win program generated 85% customer engagement rate, higher than any other program or strategy they tried in the past. There aren't very many other strategies that can generate engagement numbers like that. That 85% customer engagement rate isn't an isolated case. The numbers behind gamification in restaurants and other businesses tell an astonishing story, and they're transforming how smart owners run their businesses. What's truly incredible is how accessible this technology has become. The global gamification market's exploding, projected to grow from $14.87 billion in 2022 to $18.63 billion this year, a massive 25.3% growth rate. That signals we're witnessing a fundamental shift in customer engagement. Similar to digital loyalty programs, for years, implementing gamification strategies required either technical expertise or deep pockets. So it was left mostly to large enterprise type businesses. These businesses would need to hire developers, design custom solutions, or work with expensive agencies, putting these powerful tools out of reach for most local businesses. This created a significant divide between large chains with resources and smaller restaurants trying to compete. But that technology gap is rapidly closing. Today's solutions have democratized access to these powerful engagement tools. These tools make implementing the strategies super easy. Let me show you exactly how this could look in practice. When businesses implement gamification strategies like spin the wheel games, they're seeing customer order values jump. A supermarket dove into its data and the results were pretty cool. After introducing gamification, they saw increases in sales across the various product types they were measuring. Sales across the different product types they measured jumped from a low of about 7% to a high of over 14%. Think about what that means. You can lift average order values pretty easily just by adding gamification. Now that you have a sense about the real world impact of gamifying your product or service, let's walk through some high-level strategies that you can implement pretty quickly. Strategy number 1 is what we'll call the new customer conversion machine. By introducing a spin the wheel game during the sign-up process for your loyalty program, not only are more customers joining, but they're willingly providing valuable contact information and preferences that inform future marketing efforts. The play is, you have a game, let's say a spin the wheel game, that the customer gets access to either immediately before or immediately after they sign up for your loyalty program. They spin the wheel and get a bonus for signing up for the loyalty program. It's providing a reward right up front, shortening the time for them to achieve a redeemable reward in your loyalty program. Strategy number 2 is the milestone celebration system. Rather than offering predictable rewards at certain point levels, you can offer a game that offers different rewards when a customer reaches that level. For instance, if your loyalty program has a redeemable reward after 100 points collected, rather than have it redeemable just for a drink, have the customer play a game to randomly be rewarded with one of several options. It could be a drink, it could be an appetizer, it could be a whole meal. This kind of gamification builds natural momentum toward the next visit. Customers actively work toward earning enough points for another spin opportunity. Strategy number 3 is the database builder. Smart business owners don't rely on just one method to get customers in the door. When you integrate gamification into emails and text, you'll get more engagement. Customers actually want to participate, making it a win-win exchange of value. Imagine you send an email out to customers enrolled in your restaurant's loyalty program that includes a game, which offers a really great reward. Maybe a free entree with the purchase of an entree on days where your restaurant is traditionally slow, often at the beginning of the week. This lifts cash flow and gets more people sitting at your table. The ROI on these approaches is remarkable. Businesses implementing gamified marketing have seen returns on ad spend increase by up to 12% or more. Supertails, an online pet supply store, experienced a 2.5 times lift in offer redemption rates after incorporating gamified experiences. And Pilgrim, a skincare brand, their birthday campaign achieved 3 times higher click-through rates and double their return on ad spend. The restaurant industry is evolving at lightning speed, and there's a clear dividing line forming between those businesses that create community and great experiences for its customers and those that just want everything to be a one-direction transaction. On one side are the innovators embracing these gamification and loyalty strategies we've discussed. Businesses clinging to outdated marketing that simply don't resonate with today's customers. The beauty of this situation, you can implement these powerful engagement tools almost immediately. The Lealtad app lets you create and launch your digital customer rewards program. No coding required, no lengthy setup process. You can be up and running in minutes. While your competitors are still stuck doing what was working a decade ago, you'll be creating fun and memorable experiences that customers actually want to engage with. Your move is simple. Head to lealtadapp.com today and claim your complimentary risk-free trial. Don't forget to ask about getting a game created for your business. There's a special, albeit secret offer. The opportunity to grow and get ahead is right in front of you. The only question is whether you'll seize it before your competition does. Until next time, take care, be well, and bye for now.